The dancer has gone crazy from torturing, from that ballet dancing, from crazy bullying to dancing shit on the stage for thousands and thousands of people to admire, to bullying. And this our main protagonist, who has the dancer, is so weird with its theme, with its what the philosophy of it, that our main protagonist just seeing a man rough off in the later on episode. This is episode 4, and we see that in the episode 3 that our main protagonist see rough both people who will play Luo Mori, that he is, extremely bullied, dumped everything out of his life. He only has the ballet. Our main protagonist think that it is a good thing. It is what we should do. It is what he is follow. It is what the dream of him is about. He needs to practice his skills, the basic skill first, and to become the prince. Our main protagonist have the dream to become the prince, no dancer noble, to be in the Russia competitions. And this anime shows that our main protagonist set the high goals, and I'm impressed with the narrative of our main protagonist and Worth Bath, who both having the characters in this anime drive with the obsessions, drive with the thing about what they wanted to, our main protagonist admired the obsessions of Luo, because he got in the past Luo got tortured by his grandmother, so there's some degree of the obsession of him with the ballet and stuff. And so he hate ballet so much from the look of it, and so our main protagonist likes that Luo left the ballet, obsessed with the ballet. And so I agree with the practicing the basics and stuff. So my protagonist in this, just practicing the basics, just the dream, the perfectly portray the adults, and that we did a dumb thing. We see the thing that is we smoke cigarettes, smoking the cigarettes, making weeds, doing drugs at a good thing. At the other sense, sometimes we see as other thing, fighting, emotional, trying to arguing, not studying. And I don't think that studying hard is a good thing anyway. So we see studying hard, worry about the future too much, being a worry, and stresses out, serious with life too much. Like this, we in the adolescence seeing the bad thing as good thing, seeing the unnatural, and let's say bad, it's seeing the thing that is bad for you, is that you shouldn't do it. Sometimes that's a good thing, as we didn't really thought it, or we didn't really get out, expand our boxes of thinking enough. So we tends to be in that box, and I don't blame anyone who is in the box and being that way, because like I said, this world isn't fair. This world doesn't have any good knowledge reaches to you, and everyone doesn't have the same brain, so, and the same environment. So I don't blame anyone who seeing it as bad. So this anime is portraying that correct, portraying that realistic, surreal, realistically, saying that there is also the different person who Luo doing the ballet because the fact that he got forced to, um, and he wanted to do the whole thing. While our main protagonist seeing Luo being forced doing the ballet and doing something that out of the context, emotional, doing something so much as being obsessive, being uh, stupid, being sarcastic to the ballet, and making fun of people making fun of the ballet, and seeing it as a proud stuff to do. So he doing the ballet out of the thinking that Lua love it, and being this much as Lua love it, and so he wanted to do. We are alone anyway, and we are not that animal. We are not animals that thinking too much of anything. Like even if the other do it or the other don't do something, doesn't matter. Like anyway, we don't know if they are doing out of love or anything. I just think that doing something good or doing something that people like or doing something that we think is good and that people don't do it, we need to consider these two possibilities. Like people doing something doesn't mean that it's good. Sometimes we need to figuring it out yourself what is good and what is not. We need to figuring it out what is that we knows that is good, that we want to do, that doesn't hurt anyone. So it is what it is. We need to follow our dream like this anime does. Don't listen to anyone, just follow your guts instincts and doing what you love and stuff. And that's the this anime teaches us to practicing the basics. I love the animation and stuff about this anime. It's just flow. There's these compositions in the future and stuff, and so our main protagonist needs to practicing the basics. While Miyako, I don't understand this girl. She's trying to be a girl that like her emotional just changes from the episode 3. Just she's like, oh, you're not doing ballet, you cannot be friends with me and stuff, and just sucking you, and emotional suddenly change. Maybe it's about the docent theme of this anime, maybe it's not. I don't know about Miyako yet, but I don't understand this character's development. And so this anime and Lu, so my protagonist is just practicing the basics until he is good at it. And so Lu just because of the fact that his pause is having a really painful pause as he got forced to do ballet. Maybe these two are the differences. So our main protagonist just be doing the basics out of his out of his passion, out of the pure what he wanted to do, and it's different from Luo, who just doing it because he doesn't want to do it because it's painful. These two our main protagonist looking at Luo because he wanted to thank him he doing this because Luo wanted him to do Luo doing this and looking let Luo have fun. So our main protagonist want to do it, and Luo, who's looking at our main protagonist at the jealousy or what's watching our main protagonist at the he wanted to be dancer and over wanted to do, he's just jealous, he's just looking at him as opposed to Luo being red bar and our main protagonist being prince. It is also the chemical in the real life, not just in the ballet stuff. And so Luo was faced to doing this ballet that he hated so much, as looking at people who wanted to be really wanted to be a dancer noble by himself. It's just painful for him. Like, I know from the experience that um you just similar experience that I'm just wanted to be a mangaka. I just wanted to draw. I just sometimes looking at the people who doesn't know anything about art and just having the life that is so empty. I felt like I'm pitching for them, and I feels like I am just angry. I'm just feel like it just kind of feel like irritated that why these people just have their dream and stuff. If I look from that lenses, but if I look from these the artist lens, that I wanted to be a mangaka but I'm doing not that good. I feel I watching Toriyama, watching the people who wrote Sundame, I watching people who wrote Fairy Tail, watching Hiroya Oku. These people are good at what they did, and it really feel like I am out of the league from them. It's just normal emotion that happening in the anime all the time, but I just felt it from this anime that what Lua sees in in him and our main protagonist is just is really feel that way, that it's kind of irritate that you are got tortured to do it in the past, and when you see you're trying so hard to do this thing, and when you see people who doing this thing wanted to do and they're good at it and feels like everything going smoothly for them, it's just a pain in the ass. Like it's just my part of my feeling, but another feeling is that I admire. I think that I feel truly happy for them. That is.